Hello there. I am going to show you something new today. Are you ready? Today I am going to show you all how to make generators with lava, water, and some bits of rock, and maybe a piston, button, and some redstone. Care to join me? Boing! Okay, so here we have our very basic looking design. We have our source block of water here, our source block of lava here, drops down, meets in the middle. Very basic. Water goes in, lava slowly comes in, blocks it off, you mine it down, water comes out, just keeps doing more cobblestone. But the problem with this is that even if you were to mine it, since the lava is so exposed right from the block that it makes, and is very, very slow and not very efficient, you would sometimes actually lose your work into the lava right next to it. So while this being a very basic and compact design, it is not very effective. On to the next one. This one I like. I like it a lot. You can have up to 12 or 13 if you're lucky enough to get the 13th one. You can have a lot of cobblestone shoot out from this design. You have 4 sources of lava, 2 in the corner here, 2 in the corner here, 1 source of water, where it all meets down in the middle, and it has to be exactly like this so that the lava doesn't flow out too fast from the sources, and you have to have a bit of distance. These corners slow it down, and then it drops down here. So it's not dropping down here, it's dropping down here. You want it to drop down next to or between the water. Or, yeah, you want the water to go between the lava sources so that it's not actually touching the lava until it reaches the very bottom. This will effectively make it so that when you have some redstone, a button, you have the redstone back here leading to that block right there in the middle that would meet just behind where the water falls down. You can see this block of cobblestone underneath the water here. The block just behind that is a piston. And the block just behind that, right here, is that block connected by redstone. This will activate the piston. So let's mine this out. There's the cobblestone that the generator will make, but it stops down. You don't want to mine that. If you do, be prepared to lose your redstone, because it will flood out and destroy it. So I hit this. Oop. Piston pushes it out. It receives. I wait for the sound, telling me that there's another cobblestone. Piston pushes 2 cobblestone, 3 cobblestone, 4 cobblestone, 5, and you would do this all the way up until you have 12 cobblestone, up to this distance here. And then you would mine it all right out. And I like this method a lot because it's exposed to no lava. You won't lose anything you work with, and it easily just pushes it out to you. Very minimal effort, and it just makes more and more and more. On to the next one. This one I like as well because it's automatically pushing up the cobblestone, as you can see. Wait for it. And because I have some really hard to push through bedrock here, it will not go any higher than that distance. And although this is the most compact version of it I can make, you will lose it into this lava unless you make it farther distance apart and have them meet in the middle and then pushed up somewhere else. But you can block this off, you can block that off. But here, let me show you the insides. Yeah, got some redstone contraption. Here we have a piston right there in the middle, powered by a redstone repeating clock. Very slow redstone repeating clock. You got inverters, you got power going in, lights up the block, comes out, turns that off, turns that on, turns that off, turns that on, turns that off, and then each inversion causes the other turn on or off, and after it reaches the center block again, hits the piston and shoots up the next piece of cobblestone. By the time it reaches that point, the cobblestone has been made and can be pushed up. Wait for the power, and there it is. And this will just keep constantly replenishing itself. You have no work to do whatsoever after this has been created. Over here, I tried to design a spiral kind of chain water tower, lava tower thing in glass. So you could see the lava and the water flowing around each other and then meet in the middle. This again is exposed to the lava, so it's not very effective, but it does look rather awesome. I kind of blocked it all off and made it more square because seeing a whole bunch of glass just popping out all over didn't look all too appealing. So this is another form of infinite cobblestone, but it's not very effective. On to the next one. This one here doubles as a cobblestone generator and as a obsidian generator. Allow me to demonstrate. We'll do first with the obsidian. This requires redstone and is not very friendly on resources when you use this. So you line the bottom there, and it only does up to 3 because lava only goes 4 from the source. So source being 1 all the time, remember that. Keep that in mind. Source block always counts as block number 1. So you go out 3 from that. Then, as you can see from this contraption, you have your power source, which is the lever, keeping pistons activated and enclosing this lava block on top of another block. This will effectively keep everything separated from each other. All the source blocks of water are surrounding on 4 sides of this block and fall down 1. So there's 2 layers of water, and the source block is always on the side here. So if you release the lever, let the lava flow, because redstone does count as a whole block, you can't place anything on top of it, it has this effect. Turn it off, let the lava go away, and then you have obsidian to farm. This is very useful. Instead of having to destroy all your sources of lava in a cave setting, if you are scarce of much lava sources, but can make plenty of water, this also works great for cobblestone if you just let it go down. Without the, used to work a lot better. When, I'm not all too sure where I was going with the cobblestone version, but yeah. It, used to be a lot better before. But ultimately, this is probably your best bet for farming obsidian as opposed to cobblestone. But, again, you have another great example over there with the piston that pushes it all out to 12 blocks with no exposure to the lava. And then you have this as your obsidian generator, which can be a great coupling of use of water and lava, which could get you rather far rather quickly, actually. Next, I will show you some tricks on physics with tripwire and traps that you can make with tripwire. This will be a fun one. Come join me. Boing! So, if you like my tutorials and my videos and find them very helpful and would like to click that little like button down there and maybe the subscribe button down there or over there or up there or all those directions, please do. It would help me out greatly, and I encourage you to join the main channel, the Guardians of Zodia, which will be hosted on the Oval Table channel, and I would like you to check out my partner's channel, Guardian Icarus, where he will be covering his own tutorials and some adventuring tips and tricks. So, if you could, like and subscribe. Great! Bye!